Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Fatima Zahra Keeka. I'm in grade 8 at Shwane Muslim School in Gauteng. Today, I will be speaking on the topic, the Prophet Muhammad in the time of genocide. If walls could speak, Gaza would scream. If rubble could write, it would write, Ya Allah. If silence had a sound, it would be the world watching and saying nothing. Peace and blessings upon our beloved Nabi Muhammad the light in our darkness, the mercy to the worlds. Genocide is a word soaked in the blood of the innocent. Today, it echoes through the ruins of Gaza, the hunger in Yemen, the cries of Somalia, and the silence of Sudan. Genocide is all around us, yet we sit quietly and allow it to happen. What would our Prophet ﷺ say to the genocide of today? Would he not be let down by his ummah? Are our marches enough? Are our voices truly enough to honor the sunnah of Rasulullah ﷺ? Genocide is not just statistics on a newsfeed. It is a mother searching for her child under collapsed concrete. It is a father digging graves with his bare hands. It is a child who learns the sound of drones before the sound of lullabies. As we scroll past the pain, double tap the suffering and move on, a hashtag here, a repost there, we must ask, what would our Prophet ﷺ do in the time of genocide? One thing's for sure, he would not be silent. He was never silent. He witnessed Sumayya radiallahu anha, the first martyr in Islam, impaled for saying, La ilaha illallah. She had committed no crime, no violence, yet her belief in Allah was treated as one. Rasulullah ﷺ did not take revenge, but taught his followers that her sacrifices were a badge of honor, not shame. He, ﷺ, heard Bilal radiallahu anhu, the first cry out beneath burning stones. Even as Bilal radiallahu anhu was being crushed, he did not abandon. Ahad, Ahad. Rasulullah ﷺ strengthened him with hope, showing that true dignity lies in holding firmly to faith, even when the world tries to silence you. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ walked alone through Taif, stoned by men and children, until his sandals filled with blood. And when the angels offered to crush the city for its cruelty, he, ﷺ, said, No, perhaps their children will believe. This moment is the ultimate proof that his mission was not destruction, but hope. Where others saw enemies to be erased, he, ﷺ, saw future believers to be embraced. When the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ returned victorious to Mecca, the city that mocked, exiled, and tortured him, he raised no sword. He raised his voice and said, Go, for you are free. That is strength in leadership. When the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, he taught us that from Taif to Mecca, he showed, true victory lies not in domination, but in justice and mercy. In a world where genocide is orchestrated by men who thirst for power and profit, Rasulullah ﷺ taught us that true leadership uplifts the oppressed, not exploits him. He taught, each of you is a shepherd, and each of you is responsible for his own flock. He led with accountability, empathy, and justice. He did not dehumanize his enemies. He prayed for their hard hearts. He did not conquer cities with fire. He conquered souls with mercy. So what about us? Are we silent shepherds, distracted in our own comforts? The Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam teaches us that even the smallest act of justice matters. Today, the Ummah bleeds, but we are the Ummah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the man who fought genocide with forgiveness, who challenged tyranny with compassion, and who responded to hatred with hope. Until his final breath, he whispered, my Ummah, with tears in his eyes. If his final concern was us, then our concern must be those who suffer in our name, our brothers and sisters in faith, and our fellow humans in pain. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam teaches us that we must never be quiet in the face of oppression. So, let us not fail him. Let us not forget. Let us rise, not just in protest, but in embodying his sunnah. Let us be lanterns of his mercy in a world gone dark. Let us teach our children that we must never be silent in the face of oppression. Let us remind our leaders that silence in the face of oppression and with power and no mercy is oppression. And let us remind ourselves that every dua, every act of kindness, and every stand for justice is a flame that pushes back the darkness. Because in a world of genocide, he, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, remains our timeless guide. Jazakallahu khair.